Hello Americans, this is Bob Carpenter. On the previous video I told you about highlights some of the 45 communist goals to take over America. And they've done a pretty good job. If you have not been living under a sand pile, you caught on that a lot of the things I named to you have already happened, and a lot of them are familiar jargon in the day in which we live. 37 years of, actually more than that, because Roger Baldwin founded the ACLU in 1921. He made a speech in which he said, communism is the goal. And communism is the opposite of freedom. That's where you don't own any land, the state does. Since 1933, the United States has been under the War and Emergency Powers Act, which was declared by Franklin Roosevelt, even though we had not been invaded or had an insurrection going in this country, which is what the Constitution requires. So we have illegally been under the War Powers Act for 77 years, which gives the President authority to do just about anything he wants. And one thing that I'd like to point out to you, one of those things, in the 45 communist goals, you can go to the records of the House of Representatives to see them for yourself, is take over the education system. And what I would like to let you know is that these schools, if you'll pay attention to what's going on, our government mandated education system is taking your children out of the house as the day begins in the morning, taking them to school, to I call it the government indoctrination centers, where they are indoctrinating them with the party line. I have been in the schools and seen in recent years that the indoctrination is a bigger part of the day than is education. Our education system is actually being used to withhold knowledge and to poison your child's mind with things like the acceptance of obscenity and promiscuity and all of these kinds of things. And they are being fed the party line for their souls, ladies and gentlemen. And then the school lunch program is feeding them food that's produced by government subsidized farmers, and this food it contains growth hormones in the meat, for instance. The vegetables have been sprayed with insecticide and pesticides and herbicides, and your children are being poisoned. They are being fed a lot of soy, and according to Dr. William Campbell Douglas, whom you can find on the internet, soy feminizes boys and men because it causes your body to produce excessive amounts of estrogen, the female hormone. So they are slowly poisoning your children with tainted foods that are deliberately tainted. Everything you buy in the grocery store is tainted, so they're attacking you with this also. And if you think that I'm just some kind of a nut job out here that's trying to scare people, I look you in the eye and I'll tell you, you're wrong. I have studied this stuff. I have studied the labels on the foods that are available in the store and the foods that I eat. And my wife and I work hard to grow an organic garden to try to avoid that. And we also take organic supplements to help our bodies to withstand the ravages of what we get when we do eat out. And we also use grass-fed beef, which is better for you than any of the food the government recommends. But I just want you to understand that when you send your little children off to school, they're going to keep them until they need some serious care, when they need their laundry washed, when they need their bath, and when they need a really good big meal. They send them home. You take care of that. They control your home while you teach your children the homework that was given to them. And then you get them up at the crack of dawn to put them out for the yellow kidnap mobile again in the morning. And this is the reason that across the country, homeschool children spend much less time in school and perform much better on the tests that they have to take in the public schools to show that they are being educated. This is just some information for you to chew on. Thank you.